Why do we need a bigger NICU?
St. John's has been caring for premature and critically ill infants for nearly 8 decades. This new NICU renovation is the 5th or 6th iteration of the space in which we've provided care during that time. This new NICU is needed so that we can help babies to not only survive, but to also reach their developmental potential. Over the last few years, St. John's and the neonatal ICU have experienced robust growth in the number of patients we cared for. In 2020, we cared for over 700 babies, which is about a 20% increase from 5 years ago. So this expansion is needed both in order to provide the type of care we think our patients need, and also to expand and increase the number of beds to allow us to take care of more patients in central and southern Illinois.
Tell me about the new NICU.
Some of the things we're really excited about with this renovation is just the amount of space we have. Our current environment is quite crowded with patients near each other, providers near each other, parents near each other, a lack of quiet and a lack of privacy. The single biggest change from the old NICU to the renovated NICU is much more space around which to work with our patients and families. Some of the other things that we're very excited about is how bright and airy it is compared to the old NICU. I think that the design team did a wonderful job of finding ways to bring in natural light, sort of no matter what part of the NICU you're in. And a third thing that we're very excited about that really is state-of-the-art for the state of Illinois, the Midwest, and really the country as a whole, is this concept of couplet care.
What is Couplet Care?
Mothers, as patients themselves in the hospital, can be cared for in the same room as their baby who requires neonatal intensive care. We have 6 of these couplet care rooms, one of the first places in the state of Illinois, and really only about the 10th in the country to offer this type of service and this type of environment for neonatal intensive care.
Do you have any cool technology in the new NICU?
One of the things that we had to figure out is how we could provide care safely for our patients, even when the nurse wasn't necessarily in the room at all times or at the bedside at all times. There are several new technological advances that allow us to do that. The monitors are portable. The monitors can link to computers in various parts of the neonatal ICU. And each nurse carries with him or her a smartphone that is linked to his or her patient's monitors, so that if a nurse is in another room and one of their patients is having an event causing the alarms to go off, the alarm will quickly be triggered not only in the room, but also on the nurse's phone so that the nurse can respond right away. We've put a lot of time and effort into thinking about how to best communicate in this new environment, because it is a much bigger space and it is a little bit of a change in how we provide care. We do feel good and confident that these technological advances will allow us to care for our patients safely in this manner.
How will you move the babies to the new NICU?
It's vital that patients not be disrupted during this move process. Our daily patient care rounds will start earlier than usual. We have lots of extra help on the day of the move. And we'll have a whole team of doctors, nurses, nurse practitioners, and therapists in the old unit caring for patients that haven't moved yet. Each patient will have a team with them as they physically move from the old unit to the new NICU. And we'll have a whole team of doctors, nurses, practitioners, therapists in the new NICU to care for patients after they've been moved. I think we've come up with a good timeline to also transition the technology safely and efficiently. And we're confident by the afternoon, all of our patients will be safely in the new NICU and being cared for in this new environment.
What's your favorite part of the new NICU?
I think my favorite parts of the NICU are the patient rooms in which we'll provide care. These rooms are really state-of-the-art. They're private. They allow families to journey through the NICU at their own way, at their own pace, and in their own personal setting. Some of our patients and their families are with us for weeks or even months. I think that they will very soon greatly appreciate the ability to have a little quiet time, just them and their baby, in a way that we can't currently provide.
How excited are you for the new NICU to open?
I've been fortunate enough to work for SIU and at HSHS St. John's Children's Hospital for nearly 13 years. And almost from the day I got here, we dreamed of designing a new neonatal intensive care unit to provide state-of-the-art contemporary care. It turned out beyond my expectations. We're so excited to move in here. The feedback from the staff and people that have gotten tours so far has been extremely positive. And we're very hopeful that our patients and their families will feel the same way. I'm very grateful to HSHS administrative leadership for going to bat for us, finding a way to secure the funding so that we could do this, and giving the clinical team the freedom and latitude to be the ones that design the space. It doesn't mean we didn't disagree at times. It doesn't mean there weren't some difficult conversations, but at the end of the day, I think everybody got what we hoped for. I'm very grateful for that and very proud of that. And I'm certainly a 10 out of 10 excited to move in.
What's next?
So this is actually phase 1 of our NICU renovation. We have about 18,000 square feet on the 4th floor of the Children's Hospital that has been renovated for neonatal patient care. The old NICU is also on the 4th floor of the Children's Hospital. And phase 2 of the renovation really is around the quote-unquote old NICU. There won't be any direct patient care areas in that part of the floor. Rather, that will be office space, staff locker rooms, a conference room, the staff lounge, as well as a 1,500 square foot, approximately, lounge for families. This phase of construction, phase 2, is slated to take 6 to 8 months, and we anticipate being in our fully renovated phase 1 and phase 2 NICU before the end of 2021. So to our donors, I just want to say thank you. This has been a dream come true for me and the other people behind this design process, and it was made possible in large part due to your generosity. It means a lot to us. We really are grateful. We've tried to be fiscally responsible and put your donations, your generous donations to good use and stretch every dollar that we could. And I really do think that we succeeded in that endeavor.